This evening, it's myself, Esther, and my very good friend Liz, who will be co-hosting this evening. We're going to be sharing with you a really exciting, different way of working, how it all works, more of the company, a little bit about the products, and really just how you can get involved with us and enjoy all the things that this amazing business has to offer. So sit back, relax, enjoy, make some notes. If you've got any questions at all, we'll be happy to answer them at the end. But yeah, welcome. So, like I said, my name's Esther. I have been with this amazing company for 10 years in July. So, my background was in the corporate industry. So, for 10 years or so of my life, I feel, my soul to the corporate industry, working long hours, really miserable, just always doing more than the basics that were expected of me, always working really harder than I ever had any recognition for. And I was really fed up. I was looking for something different. I knew I wanted a way out. I knew I wanted to do something different. But also, I had this feeling that there was more out there for me. I don't know if you can relate or if you've ever sort of felt like this can't be it. This can't be it for me. That's how I felt. And I just desperately wanted to get out. I was really run down, constantly ill. And that's when I discovered this amazing business opportunity. And what it's done for me, and I'll talk you through a little bit as we go along, is beyond more than I could have ever imagined. I replaced my corporate income within 2 years, which I didn't expect to happen so quickly. But I think what this business has given me more than anything is choices. And I think the world that we live in today, there isn't much of that, is there? When when I could work, I can choose how my day looks. And now I have a little boy, I'm a mum. Life is even more precious. And to be able to actually dictate when I take my holidays, how I work my day, and also build my business around what's important and what matters most to me. So I'm really excited to be sharing this with you this evening because I'm hoping I can share with you exactly what I've achieved. And now also I get to help other people do exactly the same thing. So I want to share a little bit about the company and who we are because this is our founder. He's no longer with us, but it's really important that you understand how amazing this company is. This is our founder, Rex. Now, he believed in a vision bigger than himself, a vision bigger than, the 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 next 20 odd years. This company's been around for 48 years. I want you just to have a little think about that for a minute. A 48-year old company. I'm so proud to be aligned with such an ethical and honourable company. Our mission statement is to empower people, regardless of their circumstances. It doesn't matter your background, what skills you have, what you currently do for work, or what you've done before for work. This business is all about empowering people, and I love that. It's what gets me up every day, really, to be able to empower people and show them that there is another way, exactly like what I was looking for. So, this guy created this business 48 years and we're still going strong despite everything. And I just love that. So, you are with the right company and you're going to be looked after. But what I want you to have a think about this evening is what is it that matters most to you? What is it that you are looking for, you wish you had more of, or, like I was 10 years ago, desperately looking for a way out of a job that was zapping my life. It was taking everything from me. And at the time, I wanted really just to get out of that. I wanted to build something bigger for myself and I wanted to be part of something more. But also, what I love about this business is how it moves with you. So, your circumstances might change. When I joined this business 10 years ago, I wasn't a mum, I wasn't even married. And what it enabled me to do was current and present for me in that moment. But now, 10 years later, what it's enabled me to do is be that present mum at home. I haven't missed a single thing from my boy. He's 6 now, which is crazy. But I've been there at school gates, I've been there at all his shows, I've been there everything because I choose to be there. So many of my mum friends are like, oh, we can't come or we can't do this. And it makes such a difference to your life. So, what is it that matters most to you right now? Maybe it's an extra income. Most people are actually working 2 or 3 jobs just to make ends meet. How crazy is that? And something like this business, it can replace your income, it can run alongside work that you're already doing. and it can improve your lifestyle in ways that you'll never imagine. The self-development in this business is crazy. 10 years ago, it's actually funny. I actually, to see myself back then to how I am now, it's crazy. So there is something for everyone, and it's going to help improve you financially, personally, all your development. It's absolutely incredible. So really have a think about that over the next 30 minutes. What do I want? Because the other thing is, when was the last time someone actually asked you that? When was the last time someone said to you, what is it that you actually want? It's very unheard of. When we go to a job interview, it's more about what we can take from you versus actually what it is that you want. So, how is it that we're going to help you achieve that? I want to just take you through a little bit of a timeline of the company because I think it's really important to understand. We are huge, we're a huge organization. So, founded in 1978, we've had continual growth over the last 48 years. And we've opened up various parts of the business, which are actually really key and really important to understand. So, Aloe Vera of America, which we purchased in 1981, is basically where all of the processing and production happens. So we're founded in Phoenix, Arizona, and this is basically the hub of the company. This is what started the entire organization. We actually operate in 146 countries. So I get paid an income not just from the UK, but from Dubai, Australia, South Africa, and America. How cool is that? Because I've either connected with someone in another country, or I've got family, or I've got friends. I love to travel. So wherever I am in the world, I can build a business. And that's also what's amazing about this. It's completely remote. You can join and you can build this business at home, around a table with people, or globally if you wish. So we opened up in various different countries throughout the years. And then in 2008, we opened up our Forever Direct and our Forever Nutraceutical. Now, this is really cool. So, Forever Direct is a regional distribution center. It ships to over 100 countries. 1.5 million packages go out a year just from this department. It's based in the Netherlands, but it gives you an idea of actually the size of the organization. We also opened up our own nutraceutical company. Now, what happens here is it's basically the powerhouse behind our products. It's where all the quality control happens, our product testing, our product certification. It's where all the innovation happens. And it's absolutely amazing. So we have a huge supplement range. And people now want to know, where are our products coming from? How are they sourced? Are they ethnically sourced? It's becoming a real hot topic for people. We don't just want to be sold anything. We want to know that it's, genuine, authentic. And a lot of our products are organic as well, which is really cool. So you have your hands on a very big organization that has been successful for 48 years and growing year on and year out. We're also part of an amazing foundation called the Forever Giving Foundation. I love this because I think it's so important to give back to people. It's one of the reasons I love this business is because I just love working with people. And actually, this company aligns itself with its own charitable cause. So we support people globally. Every few years, it rotates and we change the charity that we're working with. At the moment, we are working on a water project in Burkina Faso. So helping, less fortunate countries have just clean water. Those simple things that we take for granted. And I just love that we're part of that as an organization and you can be part of that as well. But our continual growth that we've had over the years is down to these amazing products. So you're all using something similar in your houses at the moment. We all wash our hair, we all clean our teeth, we all use a very simple, if not big, skincare system. And we're all probably taking some form of supplement because we don't get the nutrients that we do in our foods anymore. So we have a product range that fits in every single household, which is what's amazing. So you've got ready-made clientele already there for you. But what's different about us is we're the world's largest producer of aloe-based products, and we're super proud of that. Aloe vera is incredible. If you ever get stuck talking to me about aloe, I will talk about it for hours because it is such an amazing plant, and you'll all know of it from its healing properties. We do things differently to what you may have experienced, though. So there's a lot of companies out there that talk about having aloe in their products. No one can do aloe like us. We hand plant It's naturally grown and we hand harvest only that inner fillet of the gel. So when you break open an aloe leaf and you see that thick fillet, that is all we use in our products. We don't take shortcuts. We want to produce the very best products. So it's amazing. And our plantations have over 40 million aloe plants cleansing the earth of millions of CO2. So we're environmentally friendly. We're doing our bit for the environment, and that's also amazing. We have goats as well that fertilize our plants. So we don't use pesticides, any nasties. We're doing everything as naturally as possible. So it's a sustainable business from plant to product to consumer as well. And Forever also only employ local farmers as well to produce our beautiful aloe. So we're giving back to the communities around the organisations as well. And our aloe is certified organic. So that is huge. That's not only huge for the product, because you can't be certified organic unless it's organic, but also that's amazing if you're looking at the business opportunity because you can tell people that you've got a product they've got to try that's organic, which is amazing. We've also got loads of certifications. So I was saying to you about a nutraceutical company where all of our product testing happens. This is what makes that happen. So our skincare products are derma tested. Now you have to pay to have that certification. You don't just get given it. But we invest in having those certifications because we are super proud of our products and we want to be able to share that. Vegan, Leaping Bunny logo. We've never tested on animals, but a lot of our products are suitable on animals. We have lots of different certifications. But the biggest one, which is the most exciting, is that we have a 60-day money back guarantee. So it means you can try a product for 2 months. And if you just decided, I don't really like it, I don't think I'm seeing a difference, you can get your money back. How amazing is that? But what that gives you as a new business owner looking at this business, it gives you the confidence to think, well, these products must be good. If we've got a 60-day money back guarantee, a 48-year-old company with a 60-day money back guarantee, it gives you an idea of the quality of our products, but also gives you that little bit of confidence that you haven't got to know everything to start with. But you can comfortably say, just try this product. It's got all these amazing certifications and a 60-day money back guarantee, which I think is priceless. So our award-winning products, our flagship products that's been the base of the business for 48 years is our aloe drinking gels. And it's actually this product that brought me to this business. So it was 11 years ago. Like I said, I was that very run-down, miserable person working in an office, staring out the window, hoping and praying for something to come my way, which it did. But I was very run down. My immune system was really bad. I started drinking this drink, and within a month, I saw a complete change in my skin, my hair, my energy, to the point that I have now been drinking a shot of aloe every single day for 11 years, which is crazy. My little boy drinks it, my husband drinks it, and I've built an entire business around this product. So it's amazing because it's really consumable, which means you will have repeat customers. We have a 60-day money back guarantee and the support, which is phenomenal. So when people try these products and they start to see the difference, they'll be drinking that aloe exactly like me every single month for the rest of their life. So that's going to create an income for you every single month as well. So it's amazing. We've also got skincare and personal care products. Everyone uses a moisturizer, even if it's just a very basic skincare. We've got really lovely luxury skincare products, award-winning skincare products as well, but also real basic personal care products as well. So like I was saying, these are products that are in every single household. One of my favorite categories is our weight management and fitness products. So I'm currently training for a Hyrox and I am the fittest I have ever been. And it's because of these products. I take all the supplements. I drink the aloe. Our RG is an absolutely amazing sports performance program. And we have really good products that help people get results. So they come back time after time to order more because the products are so good. So it's such an easy way to build a business because the products do most of the work for you because they say what they do. We've also got huge supplement nutritional products as well. Everybody is taking some form of supplement, multivitamin. Like I said, we're not getting the same nutrients that we used to from food anymore, which is really sad, but it is unfortunately the way that it is. So people are turning to, what supplements can I take? Certain times of the year, are different for everyone. And we have the most amazing supplement range, high bioavailability, because we own everything. We own our own nutraceutical company. We can produce the very best products as well. So our supplement range is amazing. So we've got products for everyone, which makes you realize, I've got a potential customer everywhere I turn. My friends and my family, everybody's using some form of product. It's just a case of obviously sharing these products and sharing a slightly different way. So with that, I want to introduce you to my best friend, my amazing friend who I've worked with for the last couple of years. We've known each other for years. She's going to share a story with you as well, but she's going to give you an oversight of actually how you can earn an income and the different types of incomes that you can achieve with this business. So over to you, Liz.
Thank you very much. And do you know what? When Esther's talking, I forget that I'm going to lead part of this presentation because I get so engrossed again. And it was actually 2.5 years ago I listened to this presentation for the first ever time, and Esther ran it with another business owner called Debbie as well. And it just takes me back, and I can't believe it's been 2.5 years already. So, my name's Liz. It's lovely to see so many of you on, and thank you, Esther, for leading us through that first bit. It's something that I fell in love with really quickly because a lot of that, what Esther said about the company, it's a family-run company, long-standing. I love it all, and I feel like as time goes on, I fall in love with it even more. And I'm sure Esther agrees with that. Been in the business for 10 years, and you still feel like just at every turn, there's more to fall in love with. And I love that I now get to share this with people, and I get to share the product with people. Now, when I was first asked to look at the business, it wasn't 2.5 years ago. It was a lot longer ago, but the time wasn't right for me. And Esther, being one of my dearest, bestest, oldest friends, just knew when the time was right to ask me to take a look at the business. And for me, it was at a time, 2.5 years ago, working full time for the NHS, in my late 30s, two boys that are growing really quickly. They're now 10 and 14, so a bit younger, and just felt like I was never seeing them. So Esther said a few things that she'd mentioned, and I know that she'd not had Wilf when she started the business. My kids were around, and I really just felt like I was failing as a mum because I wasn't around for them. And full time for the NHS is 37.5 hours, and it's day shifts, night shifts, 12.5 hour shifts, rolling into you. By the time I get home, I'm going to bed and going to work the next day. And there were days I didn't see my kids. And when I was off work, I was tired, I was exhausted, I was grumpy. I didn't want to do anything. And actually, I couldn't afford to do anything because those long hours didn't pay what I needed to be paid. So I felt like I was failing as a mum, as a wife, as a friend. Esther said that a lot of her school mum friends are saying no to stuff because they're working. That was me. That was me 2.5 years ago, saying no to my bestest friends. We've all known each other for 30 years. Can't do that, I'm working. Can't do that, I'm working. Or making an excuse 'cause I'm tired, can't afford it, I'm grumpy, whatever it might be. So at the right time, Esther once again introduced me to this business, and I said, I'm going to take a look. Didn't take me long to know on this call that I was in. Didn't even know how I was going to make money. I didn't know how it was going to work. Hadn't really tried a lot of the products, but I was in because I saw something in this opportunity that meant there was a way out for me. That the NHS is wonderful, and I'm so proud of what I do. But I felt like my life was being zapped out of me, like Esther said. And I wanted to be there for my kids. I wanted to say yes for everything. So I said yes to this opportunity. Now I'm going to take you through now what I then learned as I went along. You can earn as you learn. And that's what I love about this company. You say yes to the opportunity, you get your hand held at every opportunity, and you learn as you go. And you earn as you go. So, Forever's global success has come from the combined power of network of home-based entrepreneurs. Sounds quite snazzy, doesn't it? Home-based entrepreneur. So at the moment, by the way, I am currently 10 weeks post-op from knee surgery. This business has allowed me to take the time off that I need. I'm not rushing back to work because I don't have to. And what I'm able to do is work whilst I'm off this business. And I've loved to be able to do that. So Home-based entrepreneur is what we do. I'm able to work from my laptop, from my phone, on my sofa and not rush back to work before I'm ready. And what we do is we share the business and we share the products, and it's as simple as that. So Esther has just shared the business, the company with you and some of the products. And I'm going to share with you how then the business model works in order for you to earn an income. And I'm guessing you're thinking, come on, get on with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through that. So first thing we're going to help you do is develop your customers. Now, I thought what you're probably thinking now, but I don't know enough people. I thought that. I actually said that. I said that to Esther on our first planning session. Within a week of me saying yes to the business, we had our first planning session. I'm pretty sure I said those words, but I don't know enough people. Now she knew that was rubbish because she's known me for long enough. I have friends, I have family, I have networks within those and friends and family, and we help you develop a handful of customers. Not 100, not 200, not 300. If you want that many, go for your life. There is no cap. But we're going to help you develop those first 20 customers. Now, on average, we know that our customers spend on average around £25. Now, we know it's more than that because a lot of our customers are drinking our flagship product, which is the aloe vera drinking gel, taking our collagen, using the everyday products like the propolis, the deodorant, the tooth gel. So we know our customers smell more, but we're using that figure for this basis to make it nice and easy. So you're going to be turning over around £500 a month for the company. You're going to be earning between 30 to 48% profit. How amazing is that? And your customers can order direct from your shop link, which is brilliant. So you don't need a big back stock of products. You don't actually have to touch the products. That's going to typically earn you between 150 to £300 per month. Now I'm going to talk you through shortly the different kind of levels of income as well. But imagine that. What would that do for your household? Because for me, looking at that 150, maybe 200, maybe £300, I was thinking that's going to help me to drop a day at work. Oh my goodness, I'm going to be able to drop some hours here. And I very quickly did. Within 6 months, I went part-time. So within 6 months, I found my customer base, started building my team, and I went part-time. So where do we find those customers? They're everywhere. Esther mentioned that about the products and how people are using products. Everyone uses a moisturizer or a hand cream or a deodorant, a lip balm. Everybody's using these products already. It might just be a different brand. So in your personal contacts, your friends, your family, your daily routine, I went into Oxford City Centre yesterday and I did some shopping after an appointment and meeting people out and about, hearing people, listening to people in the office, at the gym. Esther is, trust me, doing fabulous, has never, never looked better. She's meeting people in the gym every single day when she goes. Social media is huge right now. So we are recommending a lot of the products on social media. Everywhere in your community, your customers are out there. You just need to start thinking about who you can start talking to about these products because you're going to fall in love with them as soon as you start trying them. And then the other side of it, we're going to share the business. So exactly like Esther's just done and I'm doing now is sharing the business. But I shared the business yesterday with a lady that came to pick up something from my front door. It's as simple as that because I felt that connection with her and I ended up talking to her all about Forever and all about the products. We share the business as well. So where are we going to find those people? Well, like Esther said, there's quite a lot of people out there now with two jobs, maybe three jobs. I've currently got two jobs, the hospital, I'm still working there, and this job. People are looking for that second income stream. Things are so expensive now. People need that second income. They either want to build an income alongside what they're already doing, or they want to earn a better income remotely from home. So Esther, we were talked about, what do you actually want? What are your goals? So actually, people want to be able to earn that income, if not better, from home. So those business partners are everywhere. A lot of them might be from your customer base, but they're personal contacts, social media. Every day on social media, I'm seeing somebody asking for jobs. Every day, somebody saying, anybody know of any jobs going? Mainly remote jobs, which is what this job is, working from home. So your business partners are everywhere. So what's your business earning potential? So there is levels to this business and you can do whichever level you want. So you'd start out as a product promoter, which basically means you're using the products, falling in love with them, you'll really struggle not to, and promoting those products. And if you said that's all I want to do because I'm happy with £200 to £400 a month alongside what I'm doing because I love my job, brilliant. You can build as big a customer base as you want to. And that is great. Start as a product promoter. But most people want to take the next step from product promoter and become a business leader. And I big smile then because I remember my first teamie joining and wanting to grow the business with me. Oh, it's just incredible because that means what I can do then is support that person to do the same as me. And what I've loved and still now is I've had Esther there ready to help me as well. So if you think, oh, I wouldn't even know where to start, I've never led anybody, I've never been a manager, I've never coached. You don't need to do that. You don't need to have experience in that. We help you all the way. We've also got a brand new onboarding system that's just launched, and that's included when you join the business. It's incredible. I've just worked all the way through it to be able to then coach my team to do the same. It teaches you literally from opening your box right through to building a big business. So you might find that you want to go from business leader to business developer and earn those big incomes and walk away from your career at your job, whatever you're doing. But it really is your choice. You get to choose. Some people look and say to me, but I can't do what you do. I don't want to do what you do. That's fine. You could literally recommend some products and earn a couple of £100 a month, which might just buy, your takeaway every week, or you get to have a day out with the kids or whatever it might be. My son's going to Thorpe Park in a couple of weeks with the school. That's 50 quid from, we've suddenly now got to pay. So it might be that you just want that little bit extra, or you want to go all the way and earn those bigger incomes. It's entirely up to you. So it's not just about the products and it's not just about those incomes. Forever are so much more than that. So you won't see us advertised on billboards. Is it billboards in the UK? Billboards. Big advertisement. You won't see famous people endorsing our products. You won't see us on the TV or hear about us on the radio. That's because Forever don't pay a lot of money into other people advertising our products. We advertise the products. We are those product promoters. And what that means is the money that's made in the Forever goes into product innovation and into us as business owners in ways of incentives, bonuses, paid trips. So one of the incentives is Forever to Drive. So Forever, this is something I'm really working towards, but you can earn bonuses in able to get you a car or put money towards a boat or a tractor, whatever it might be. Forever, I thought that'd make Esther laugh saying tractor. I'm not going to get a tractor. Forever also offer 2 global trips a year. That's not true. It's more than two main trips a year, and then some mini ones along the way. So I've already traveled with Forever. It's incredible. You get treated like royalty. That's all paid for because it's a way of saying thank you and a way of saying well done. Now, from the NHS, I know that I'm appreciated as my job role. I don't get free trips. I don't get a chairman's bonus at the end of a year or a chance to buy, get a car. So the company every single year put aside some of their turnover and it goes out as bonuses annually. Now you have to work hard for these incentives, but it's worth it. It pays off. This isn't going to be a get rich quick scheme. This is going to be something that you're going to want to work towards. But you know what? When these incentives drop, the excitement we have, and Esther and I are constantly on the phone going, oh my God, are we going for this one? Absolutely. We go for every incentive possible. So it's more than just the products, it's a lot more than that. So all of this brought me to saying yes. The global business opportunity. Now, Esther said that she already gets paid from those countries. I get from America as well. So I've got business in America. And Esther said, it could be your friends, it could be your family, it's someone you made a connection with. But it also could be that somebody that's in your team that's made that connection and you're supporting them to make that connection in another country. We are global. It is incredible. So you have the opportunity to trade your products anywhere in the world and you'll get that help and support on how to do that. It's a legacy business. So I know that when I'm sadly no longer here, my children get to take on my business and my boys love Forever. They really, really do. And they use all the products and they absolutely love it. They come to head office, they come to the events. They've met so many people in Forever already and they love it. And the fact that it's going to be their business. The personal development program, even just doing this, if someone had said to me, you'll be talking to 40 people online about this business opportunity on the night that I listened, I'd have said, no, I bloody well won't be. I love it. It's developed me into this person that I didn't know I was. And it's just, yeah, I say it's forever, Esther, and everyone has really helped me develop my skills. But if that's not something we want to do, that's okay as well. You don't need to be presenting this business opportunity. So there are two ways to start your forever journey. Now, I want you to think about that product promoter level on the three levels of income. So you're going to be promoting these products. So what do you need to do first? You need to try them. You need to get them on you, in you, around you, family to try them. So this is your starter kit because you can't recommend a film without watching it. You can't recommend a restaurant without going to it. We are recommending products all of the time. So what Forever have done is put together two starter boxes. It depends where you might want to start. So you might be obsessed with your skincare. Now, the skincare box wasn't available when I started, so it was just your everyday box. But you might say, actually want to start with skincare. The award-winning collagen, the Logic range, which is incredible. My children use that Logic range. A moisturizer, a serum, the aloe vera drinking gel, and lip balm. You might go for the skincare box. So really get stuck in and using that every single day in order for you to recommend those products. So this is your starter kit or everyday products, which I love. Two of everything for you to give away to family, retail straight away. These products are already hugely discounted, by the way. So your box is already at that 30, I think it's just over 30% off. So over £300 worth of products in there. But you can start retailing them straight away. So for just 199.75, that is your initial investment. That's enough to get you started. That's all you need, your big box. But what else do you get in that box? Not just products. You get your 30 to 48% off straight away. So that is your discount off the products. That is your profit that you're going to be earning instantly. There's no minimum orders. So if I was to simply sell a propolis, I get the profit. How amazing is that? You also get your global business license to trade across the world. Business blueprint developed over 45 years, now 48 years, that we've continued to develop. It is the best business model. You get your personal business coach and mentor. And like I've said it, you already know it. Esther's mine, and she's been incredible. 2.5 years in, I still needed to hold my hand at some points, don't I, Esther? And she's there for me. I know she is. And not just Esther. A lot of the FBOs are there for me and support me, and I can reach out to them. So we are a really supportive community. Now, earlier on, I mentioned that you can send your link. You have your own web store. For those that have been self-employed, are self-employed, without a company like Forever will know that the cost of a web store is phenomenal. You get that included in that 19975. It's incredible. If you haven't seen, then go back to the person that invited you and ask them to have a look at their web store. You can literally send your customers a link for them to order from. It's as simple as that. You get access to online platforms and printed support material, so like your brochures, lots of printed material, and the onboarding system, training of the products, training of the business. There's so much. Quite overwhelming because there's so much, but it's better that way round, isn't it? So think back then to right at the start, not just what Esther said, not just what I've said, but what actually matters most to you. So what did you come on this call for? Was it for that extra income, change of career, more time for yourself or your children or your family? What is it that you said yes to come on this call tonight? Because for me, it was that more time for my children to go part-time, and I did it. And it's really important to think of your goals and what your plans are when you say yes to this business. It's really, really important. So, will it work for you? Like I wondered whether it would work for me. So I went away. I asked my husband. I wondered whether it would work for me. But I just knew that every new venture takes a bit of time and effort. It isn't going to be overnight. You're not going to be earning those big bucks tomorrow. But you need to be ready to invest some time because, again, if people say to me, I want to do this business, but I have no time, then we'll talk about where we can find those little pockets of time. I was full time, days and nights. And for 6 months, I dedicated every pocket of time I had in the car when I was at football, dropping Samuel off or dropping Thomas off at rugby or whatever it was, in the car, just doing bits, dedicating that time. So you need to be able to enjoy that, success that you're aiming for. So investing some time, stay motivated and open to learning. Really important to be motivated, self-motivated. We can help inspire, but you have to be self-motivated, and work alongside your mentor closely. Closely work with your mentor. They're there to guide you. Trust them, listen, and do, because trust me, the amount of times I've tried to veer off and Esther's gone, hang on, let's stick on this track, and it's worked, and I've trusted and I've believed her. And bring that positive attitude, because that really makes a difference. So having a smile on your face, loving the products, trusting the business, the company, and the person that brought you on this call tonight, because we are real people, we're real mums, we're real women, and we are really living this life with forever, and we're really enjoying it. And if you could hear Esther now, but we're doing it, we're real. So if you've got any questions, please go back to the person that invited you tonight. And we'd love to get you started because I'm guessing you've loved what you've seen. I'm guessing you're chomping at the bit to get started. It might be that you want a little bit more information. It might be that you need to speak to your loved one. But you need to try our products. You need to trust them because they are the best, and really, really think about what matters most to you when you're making that decision. Thank you so much for joining us. Esther will finish off, and thank you so much.
Amazing. Yeah. Thank you so much, Liz. And I'm just like, woo, pumping the air because exactly like you said, real people creating real opportunities. And yeah, it's just so amazing. So yeah, thank you guys for all tuning in. And we shall hopefully see you all welcoming in the team. And let's get to work and get you achieving what it is that matters most to you. Take care. Good evening.
Bye. Bye.